This type of conference is really important because it allows for cross-fertilization. Cross-fertilization of ideas in the sense that this type of conferences involve different types of audiences, different types of people that participate. We have BSOs, but we also have academics, we have the private sector, and this allows to have different types of views and different toolkits to tackle a given problem. Ultimately, what we want to achieve here is to come up with better solutions, to build back better, given the current crisis post-COVID, given the fact that we've had the war on Ukraine. And so having this multitude of viewpoints is an ideal way of tackling things. There is some convergence among the different viewpoints. I think that everyone does believe that there are opportunities to be seized in the Mediterranean countries. To give you an example, I represent CMI, and we've produced a recent report with partners that focuses on immediate opportunities where South Med enterprises could enter EU value chains. So opportunities are there. Now, what we need to all reflect on is how to grasp them. And here I would say that we all converge on the fact that there's a lot that needs to be done on the South Med countries level to better advertise their production capacities, to keep improving their business ecosystem, to work hand in hand with Europe. And at the same time, on the European side, efforts need to be done to better support the South Med countries with regards to their green transition, digitalization, also with the rising challenges of what is happening in Ukraine. There is a real immediate need to rethink agricultural value chains, for example. So I would say that we all converge on the priority sectors, maybe not exactly on the tools, but I mean, this is why we have these types of events, and I do not consider the types of events as one-offs, but instead as part of a dynamic that will allow to ultimately converge towards solutions. I would say that you need follow-up to make sure that these recommendations are, let's say, taken by the governments and that they build ownership based on these recommendations. And the follow-up needs to be maybe a white paper, maybe a series of policy briefs, maybe a continuation of the different types of discussions, whether in the form of physical presence or in the form of webinars. But what is interesting also is to hold these different types of events in different countries, because you get different viewpoints from the national ecosystems. And as I said, it's not a one-off, but it's a dynamic continuation, and I'm really looking forward to whatever future events are in store.